Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of 3 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. Ooh, or more like ow, ao, the Dawn Sky. 5 mana, 5/4 flying vigilance with ridiculous upside. So yeah, we'll take that. Other cards in here: Fall Lord Conda, not my second pick. It'd probably be Specialist. Tanuki's good. I like the Koi. No, I think Specialist would be the next best after AO the Dawn Sky. Ow? Is that what it is, you think? Should I just call it ow? It's kind of what it does to your opponent. Ow. I like that. All right. Well, let's take ow the Dawn Sky and be happy. All right. What shall we take here? Well, in white, we just have When We Were Young and Golden Tail Disciple. Neither of those are terribly exciting. Could take Greater Tanuki. It's a ramp fixer that's also a win con. There's Naomi here too, which is kind of cool. And half white on there for AO value, I guess. I mean, it's kind of cool if you spit out Samurais that you eventually grow with AO too. There's also Uncharted Haven for splashing, fixing. Plenty of options. I'm kind of thinking about Tanuki. Going for like a green-white. I mean, I could take Uncharted Haven here and be pretty safe. It guarantees makes the deck. And I can see what's open. I can splash. All right. Convince myself. Ooh, Otawara Soaring City is a good one. There's Twisted Embrace in here, which is some removal. And to be honest, definitely don't love blue-white. To be honest, I'm not crazy about white-black either. But then I feel like I'm just sort of painting myself in a corner here. Maybe I'll just take the Soaring City. I mean, Uncounterable Bounce, that's also a land, is pretty sweet. A little bit awkward on the splash. That's true. Could take Twisted Embrace. It's more hard removal, and it modifies. And black-white is fine, just not great. Could take Circuit Mender, actually. Maybe that's the best pick. Doesn't commit me to a color. Gives me a solid card. Keeps me, hopefully, potentially still playing AO. I mean, Circuit Mender's at its best with ninjas, but it's still good outside of ninjas, too. Here I'll take Arrest over Embrace, even though Embrace technically probably better. There's Thirst for Knowledge in here, Hacker, Shadow Walker, Kumano faces Kakazan. These are all good, but I'll take the Arrest. Arrest is good too. So Katana in white, Prodigy's Prototype, Apprentice. What's the best card? Certainly not the Mirror Box. Katana is, I mean, it's a fine card if we end up Samurais. Koi might be the best, but then I might as well possibly just take the Prototype for the pilots you can spit out. Probably rather just have the flyer, honestly. Kind of not feeling any of this. I'll just take the flyer. All right, so now Aiganjo Uprising, but probably I like the Crab a lot. Otherwise, there's Bearer of Memory, but Crab is pretty good. Counterspell, that's also a win con. All right. So Decoy is a 2-drop, which we have none of. Could take Jungle Hollow for fixing. We don't have either of the... I mean, we don't have either of the things for that. Merge Keeper for ramp, which does actually look valuable right now. Thinking about taking Hollow, but there's ninjas in blue, so Decoy could be useful. Same with Mender. I usually end up cutting Decoy. I'm going to be a little ambitious and take the Hollow. So can take Repel the Vile now. I like that. Green is kind of seeming open too, so maybe green's the option, the direction I'm supposed to go. But I'll take Repel for now. It does deal with a lot of things. It's a nice removal spell. Sometimes it can be too slow, but that's okay. Another Koi. I think I'll take another Haven here. Still kind of just weighing my splash options here. Green might be the direction I go into. Another Koi, though. We're a little 4-drop happy. Heavy, too. 4-drop heavy, but that's okay. All right, Tranquil Cove. I suppose so. Plenty of black picks, huh? All right. We are very well equipped to splash. Guess we'll take Thirst for Knowledge. Problem now is we don't have that many artifacts, but that's all right. Short Circuit. It's at least a cheap sort of removal spell in case we need it. Courtyard, unlikely to happen. That was a weird pack one. Technically, Awaken Awareness is 2-drop removal. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is a great card. I could splash for it. It is pretty awesome. Seismic Wave is excellent too, but I mean, end of your opponent's turn, being able to make reflections, that's really powerful. You make it at the end of your opponent's turn, and then it doesn't actually leave until you're in step. So that's pretty cool. Hey, we could take that. Otherwise, in blue and white, just like a Thirst for Knowledge. I mean, this is probably worth just taking and splashing off Uncharted Haven. Seismic Wave, I typically get... I guess there's Imperial Oath in here too, which is good. Especially with Owl. I like Fable and the Mirror Breaker, though. I'm going to take it. Lizard Blades. All right. Well, that one's good. Prosperous Thief lets us splash. So does Terrarium. But maybe I'd take Lizard Blades. Well, I suppose we could splash. You can splash Owl and Intercessor's Arrest and Repel. So maybe we go blue. I mean, blue-red actually kind of makes sense because then we can be more artifact-centric. Can still splash. So Hoverbike's best with ninjas. Technically, Soak and Sand Crucible is like free, but Containment Construct is pretty slick if we can get some. Like, it works well with Thirst. It works well with Fable. It works with Koi. Yeah, the upside of Construct is actually pretty significant, and this seems like a pretty good spot to take it with 2 Skyswimmer Koi. So I'll take it. I'm intrigued by it. Reinforced Ronin is fine here. If we get any reactors or automatons still, it's going to be good. It's probably early enough where we hopefully can find them. And it actually goes infinite with Containment Construct too, which is cool. Not that it's broken or anything, but I guess it doesn't really... No, it does go infinite because it returns to your hand. Yeah, all right. Flame Discharge, some removal, or we take Kami's Flare. I almost like Discharge more because it's scalable. Oh, well, never mind. I guess if we're in all 3 colors, we take Kanata. So that's cool. I'm down. 4 mana, 4/4 Flying Trample. I mean, taking it over some removal spells I'd like, but this is, I mean, we have the fixing for it, so let's do it. It's cool. Mindlink Mech. This is a great card too, isn't it? Yeah. Just cruise for 1 as well. It's a great card. I'll take that. Terrarium would help the splashing as well, but that's okay. Can take Specialist. Heiko can get back quite a few things at this point. Construct. Mech. Mender. The problem is it probably has to be the one to attack because we only have 1 Samurai currently, which is a Reinforced Ronin. So, but otherwise I'm taking like a Specialist for like bounce. I'll probably take Heiko. We already have 6 artifacts. Maybe it's worth it. Invoke Calamity. Probably not taking that one. I've been not taking Puzzle Maker for a while, and I'm kind of okay with taking it here. So we got another chance to get the Thirst. I think we'll just take the Crag. Let's just help the mana base. So probably don't need the Jungle Hollow. However, Windscarred Crag, on the other hand, is pretty useful. All right, we can take Terrarium. I'm fine with that. We could take Armguard Familiar, another 2-drop artifact, but Terrarium's fine. Will help the fixing a little bit more. All right, immediately get rewarded with a familiar anyway, so that's cool. Guess we could take Peerless Samurai. It technically works with Heiko. Prototype for ramp or removal, probably useful. This deck's kind of cool. I kind of like what it's doing. I like the cut of this deck's jib. I guess we can cut short circuit. So really this is 17 lands. If we run it like this and we have a whole pack, well, that's cool. We have a deck. Invoke Despair. I don't think that's happening. There's Bronze, played Boar. It might be Boar, or we could take Runaway Trashbot, I guess. We have 11 artifacts, 3 enchantments. I almost wonder if I just like the Boar more. But, I mean, they're both artifacts. This has, well, they both have trample. This can reconfigure, this can't. But this blocks better. I feel like it's still kind of just Bronze Plate Boar, but the reconfigure is nice. Because we have some evasion in here, right? Puzzle Maker, Koi's, Hanada, AO. Yeah, it's probably worth it. That could win a game. All right, Goshen Tai is a good one. Otherwise, or Ancient Wars, I should say. Kodama Splash. Technically, we could. I don't think we have that much modification going, though. Armguard Familiar, Lizard Blade, Terrarium, Boar. Not too much else. Yeah, we'll take Ancient War. I'm cool with it. It's a good card. It's got first strike. Can win games. Futurist Operative, March of Swirling Mist. Could just take the Sunblade Samurai. Be reasonably happy about it. Finds our splash color in here, which is kind of nice. Ooh, never mind. I kind of want this. I kind of want this Automaton. As much as I love Sunblade Samurai, Automaton's looking too good to pass here. It goes infinite with Ronin too. It's very, very good. We don't need caves because we're not splashing for black. All right. Ishin. Well, it's cool in the last deck. This one, not so much. Blossoming Sands, we don't need that. I guess we could take an Oath. When in doubt, take an Oath. Otherwise, there's a Hacker we could take. But no, I'm cool with Oath. I'm starting to get on board with it, as people have told me I need to. So, Patrol, no. Probably another Crab, I guess. It's big, it's fat, it counters. Essence Capture, or we could take the Suit Up. Removal-wise, we don't have much, do we? Well, we have 2 prototypes, but they're kind of clunky. Arrest on the splash. Repel on the splash. A lot of our removals on the splash, so maybe it is better to take the Suit Up. I've never been a huge fan of Essence Capture. Doesn't play around Sagas, doesn't play around Ninjutsu, so probably just take Suit Up. Could take Disciple, could take Air. Both of those would end up on the splash. Maybe I'd take the Steelbreaker then. It's another 4-drop, though. I don't love that. Maybe we could take Disciple. Lifelink is good. Buys us some time. It's possibly a better splash than Era of Enlightenment. I'm not sure. Could take another Terrarium. I don't really need a 7-tail Mentor, so whatever. Befriending the Moths, or we can just take another Puzzle Maker, get some more artifact-y stuff going. Another Repel the Vial. I guess I'm alright with that. Ogre. Hacker. Alright. That's a cool one. Hacker's good. Alright. Hacker works with Containment Construct too. That's cool. So, a lot of goodies in here, actually. A lot of 4-drops, though. A lot of 4-drops. Oh, I guess it's not that bad. All right, so probably doing 17 lands, and we've got at least 22 creatures. These are probably removal, though they can ramp. I don't know if I need double terrarium. I think we're off Awakened Awareness, but we can cut creatures for now. I guess we'll get off the Disciples. They're fine. They just feel a little awkward on the splash. Probably don't need the Peerless Samurai. Cut non-artifacty creatures here. Except Koi, because looting is good. I mean, I can cut the Puzzle Maker. It's kind of cool that it works with Prototype in kind of a cool way. And it flies. But we have just 17 artifacts. Wow. It's a lot. Maybe, I mean, I could cut the Repels because we have Prototypes, which are actual artifacts. Minimizes our splash too, but I guess we already need 2 for Ow. We'll at least cut, I feel like we cut 1 terrarium probably. We just have too many good things to run 2 of them, I think. Maybe cut the vials. Then we've got to cut probably 4 creatures. So maybe the Puzzle Makers go anyway. Or we could cut the Boar. Boar's not bad, but neither is Puzzle Maker. Ogre is only good because of like Heiko, but that is kind of nice. But usually Ogre is something we can cut, so maybe just Ogre can go. And honestly, I feel like we probably end up cutting the Puzzle Makers too. They do work well with the mech as well, though. Maybe we do cut the Boar. Just the synergy with 2 Prototypes and mech is pretty slick. Because you can crew it, and then mech can technically become a copy of Puzzle Maker, and then you get to scry basically twice. Or you can copy, because it's only non-legendary. Huh. At least 2 more creature cuts. I can probably do 3 because I have Imperial Oath. Could cut the Familiar. I don't want to cut too many of those. It kind of feels like we cut the Puzzle Makers. That's tough though, because I mean we have so many creatures that we should probably just cut creatures. I could cut the Ancient Wars. I like that. I mean, I like that it can ping my opponent down, but I kind of feel like it just is not feeding into exactly what this deck wants to do. I mean, for that reason, Hacker really isn't either, but it works well with the Construct. I think I'm cutting Awakened Awareness. I'm not feeling it. I can cut a Hacker. I like what Hacker does with Construct, but I want to keep my artifact count relatively high here. So maybe I cut Hacker and 1 Puzzle Maker. I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut either Puzzle Maker, but kind of feels like we should. So, and Terrarium to get our double white splash kind of makes sense to me. So, all right, we have 3 white spells. 1's double white. So we have 2, 3, 4, 6 white, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue, and 5, 6, 7, 8 red. That's pretty solid, actually, considering we only have 4 red spells in here. It's an odd deck. It is. It's an odd deck. But I think it looks all right. I mean, I could cut a Prototype for another Puzzle Maker. For, why would I like that? I'd like that for, I mean, Prototype is kind of, at least Puzzle Maker can kind of block too. Whatever, I'll do Puzzle Maker. We'll do 1 Prototype. 2 Prototypes seems a little excessive, especially with 17 lands. I mean, it is, like I said, you can, put something on top, but I feel like we don't need to. I might be wrong. I want to try out Puzzle Maker. I don't get a chance to play it that often. All right. I'm satisfied. Let's run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Okay, this is definitely a keep. We'll use the Uncharted Haven for our... Oh, I guess we can do it for our white now. And then we're all good. Oh. Guess we're real good now. So, we can do Fable or we can do the mech. Kind of feeling like mech beats down a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do mech here. Huh. No play, huh? Alright. Well. Best use of mana is Heiko. Sure. Alright. So we can go land, rest, and get in for 4. So next turn I can play the Fable. Spit out a treasure too. Which is kind of nice. Prototype. It's good tempo play actually. Let's do I guess this makes the most sense. Make our treasure. So, I could discard this to rummage next turn and play it off construct, but I'm gonna leave up suit up here. All right. So. Springleaf Avenger, Inventive Iteration, March of Wretched Tsar. Our opponent's apparently playing only rares, which is, that's a good archetype. Big fan of the only rares archetype. Repel the Vile does deal with Springleaf Avenger and Inventive Iteration. That's kind of nice. That might be enough incentive to bring it in. Over like a suit up maybe. Bring in maybe just 1 for now. Okay. I mean, I could dump like a... Well, I don't want to really dump a bunch of artifacts, though. Would like to be able to deal with rares, though. And they do seem to be fatties. I feel like Repel is going to be good here. Maybe I bring a second one in. And cut could cut the Circuit Mender. It's just a good value card, but maybe we can cut it. That's a keep. Got all 3 colors. Puzzle Maker and Decoy, not bad. Reckoner Raid. Good one. Ah, good draw there. Really good with the Koi. Lethal Exploit. March of Wretched Sorrow. Alright. So, I think I attack here. Like, I could... The Scry is just worth it. I think. All right. Oh. Well. Guess we're still another white mana away from casting that, but we don't need to put it on the bottom. We don't need to do that. Alright. What does this let you get back? Artifact card? They don't have one. I mean, I'm going to have to deal with that 3/3 at some point. Could just exile this now. Yeah, I suppose. Might as well. Well, second white or artifacts. Yeah, Terrarium will do it. Okay. So we have 7 mana. Yeah, we want a second white. And we'll draw. And we'll discard this. And Oath makes the best use of mana. And I don't have enough mana to AO Owl plus Terrarium, unfortunately. So I miss out on 3 points of damage, but then I can drop an Oath. Best use of mana, or I can do... I feel like Oath is probably where I want to be. Okay, don't need that. Don't need this. Kind of like that. All right. We'll see for round 2. I'm going to keep this hand. A little awkward because we only have blue mana, but got a lot of fixing in here, and Automaton can definitely grow in the right circumstances. So worst case scenario, we play Construct. Best case scenario, we play Circuit Mender. Hopefully, if we're missing land drops at some point, Thirst for Knowledge can help with that. Well, I'm sure glad they didn't attack there. Let's go prototype. And then use prototype to cast construct. So we can do Thirst for Knowledge to make sure we hit our land drops. That seems the most important right now, I would say. Because technically I can discard land and play it with Construct too, which is cool. Kami's Flare and pay the extra 2. It's probably a good idea. Or Voltage Surge, that works too. Alright. Oh, so we found our red mana. So what can I do with 4 mana? We probably, honestly, just play Circuit Mender and then just get in for 2. Could have kept the Construct back, but I guess I'm still kind of hopeful we can get value off Construct here. Alright, so we could do the Arrest on the Samurai. Oh, we don't have the white mana for that, so we probably do Thirst. But I wonder if I want to tap my... Do I want to tap Construct? Kind of do. I'm taking too much damage here, though. I might have to double block. Let's cancel. Let's do Thirst. So I can discard 2 lands and then exile the plains and play it. So we'll exile that one. And we don't need to exile that one. We'll play that. And yeah, I suppose we can stay back. So I guess I could double block Samurai now. It's not anymore. All right. I have to find an answer for Goshen Tai of Ancient Wars at some point. So I guess I have 6 mana now. So we can go Arrest plus Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's pretty good. We can tap Construct, I guess. Suppose I don't really want to rummage any of these away. Sure. Well, no attacks. That's not what I was expecting. Alright, Uncharted Haven. Kind of useful, but... I'm going to get white mana off it. It's just the problem is I can't play Crab or Ow this turn with a tap land. So I suppose I can discard the Haven and still play it with the Containment Construct. Same with the Blizzard Blade, so maybe we do that. Alright, so that's cool. Now we can... I guess we don't exile either one. So I'll be off double white, but then at least I can get some bodies on the board and play like... Although, actually, I suppose it makes the most sense to exile... Okay, so we'll exile Uncharted Haven. Not the Lizard Blade, I don't think. Although we could, but... it's not bad, actually. It kind of keeps me off a bunch of good plays this turn, but it might be worth it. So we'll play this for white, and then we'll play the blade. I mean, Blades is pretty good here for blocking Unstoppable Ogre, too. It's true. Can't copy Ow, but that's all right. No trample, though, right? Okay. No problem. So that's fine. We'll block with Circuit Mender and might actually be Containment Construct now. I feel like at this point, Containment Construct's probably done enough. What's the greatest? It's 3, so that means it's going to be a 6/7, so I'd have to block with everything to kill it. I think I'll just block like this, which is fine. I mean, I could block with my 2/2 that creates treasures. I just feel like that can be kind of useful, but maybe at this point still less useful than Construct, because Construct, it's not amazing with Crab. So I mean, I technically can cast Crab, but it's not enough to counter that. We still get to draw a card, so that's nice. So I can do Owl plus Armguard Familiar. So we still have time to win this. Hinata is a nice one too, but let's do 8 mana. I mean, I could do Hinata and leave up Mirror Shell Crab. It's not bad. But I can do Ow and leave up Mirror Shell Crab too, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe that's the best. Let's do that. I'm going to leave up Mirror Shell Crab for something big. Like, we can counter Intercessor's Arrest. If I had done Hanada, it would have punished their removal more. It's kind of funny. Both of the things I would want to copy with Reflection are... yeah, that's a little rough. I mean, we do have them on a 2-turn clock right now with... I think I'm going to... You know, I'm actually going to counter that. I guess the question is, do I really want to counter that? Because I have Lizard Blade. I'll have to tap my Lizard Blade too. Maybe it's not worth it to counter that then. Because it'll just be a creature that I can put Blade on Ow anyway and put them in a tougher spot, so... Wasn't expecting that. All right. All right. So now I guess we grab. Pump team. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. We can do this. Can't do that plus Sonata. I can do Armguard Familiar and put it on there. I'm just trying to see if I have a way to be lethal. I don't think I do. So 3, 6. I could do 10 for... Oh, I have Xaxes? It is Xaxes lethal, huh? All right. All right. Cool. All right. So... red, white, green. Repel does deal with our Ow. It deals with Crab. It deals with Hanada. It's got a lot of good targets. We do have counter spells. I guess that's good. Do we want our own Repel the Vials? Well, it deals with Ancient Wars. Deals with Ogre. It's good against like Boon and Cultivation. Honestly, I'm kind of liking it. Maybe we'll cut suit up for Repel here. And last time I cut Circuit Mender, but this time Circuit Mender was actually pretty good. Could cut the Prototype. Prototype was pretty useful there though too. We used it many times that game. All right, let's just do the one Repel. See if we're okay with that. I still feel like Prototype's probably pretty useful. This hand's good. Oh, good draw. Great draw there, jeez. Unfortunately, Automaton does not have synergy with the little goblin shamans that spit out treasures, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Obviously, Fable of the Mirror Breaker is still very good. All right. Okay, well, white mana is nice and all, but let's get our Fable going here. I suppose I can could rummage away one island, probably. But I don't want to get rid of two, because then I won't be able to play my Koi next turn. I want to be able to play Koi. So I'm willing to rummage away one, not two. Ooh. We got the double, huh? Ah, construct. Well, I don't have the construct out. So we'll just discard this. Ronin. There, we have the synergy. That's actually nice. Yeah, here we might just do Ronin plus construct. I think we will. Because then we can actually beat into. I doubt they want to block. And if they do, I'm okay with that too. Because they've got the engine assembled here, so. I'm willing to trade my automaton for the first striker. So next turn I can go Koi plus Ronin. That's pretty nice. All right. So you can go land, we can go Koi plus Ronin here. Oh, I should have played the white mana. Oopsie. All right, well, thirst is gone. I'm all right with that. I'll live with it. Next turn we can get Ow online plus copy Skies from Rickoy. That's pretty good. They must have a combat trick or something. Sure. All right. It's nice that Koi gives us free loot each turn with Reinforced Ronin. It's kind of nice. So, let me think about this, actually. So, technically... Oh, Mirror Shell grab too. That's nice, in case they have Wanderer's Intervention. So, technically, I can play the Ronin, discard the Plains, and play it with Construct. So, that's probably worth it. We miss out on some damage doing this, so maybe this isn't the best way to do this, but it's alright. I mean, technically we can discard Ow too, so it doesn't matter. I'll discard the Plains, and it's kind of the same thing, to be honest. So... we'll attack with Koi. If they have Wanderer's Intervention, maybe I'll counter it, rather. Yeah, I think I'll counter that. No, unfortunately, I can't do that one. But it saves our Koi, and then I can use I can still use Kiki Jiki here. Uh-oh. They gonna go for it? This could spell some big trouble for them if they do. That one too? I was gonna say. It's pretty bold. Really? Well, I'm gonna copy Koi. They can have beside Jew or whatever. Sure. No problem. Kind of really didn't cost us anything. Alright. So we can go Ronin again. And this time we'll still have the mana to do... So I guess we'll discard the untap land. And then we'll do that. Cast it. Now. Copy Koi. So they can deal 2. I don't think they have lethal here, so this is fine. Wonder if I was actually not supposed to, huh. Well, yeah, I was saying not use Kiki Jiki, but I don't know if that's right. All right, we'll see for round 3. Ooh, turn 3 Puzzle Maker, turn 4 Hanada. I like that. Ooh, just got even better. It's nice that Puzzle Maker can block Mobilizer Mech too. It's nice. They can use that Mobilizer Mech to ramp right now, though, with Prototype. It's pretty good. What do we got? All right. That's fine. Alright, we'll do Puzzle Maker, pump our Automaton, and pass. Looking forward to that Hanada next turn. Maybe it'll actually do something this game. That would be pretty slick. So they can crew the Mobilizer, but they can scry. I don't know if it does that much for him, though. I suspect it doesn't do that much. Because we still are going to be able to attack, so... Yeah. Alright, let's just... Ooh, that's a good one. Let's get Hanada down now. I just like that. Hanada makes things more difficult for them, so... Makes our spells cheaper to target them, too. So, spells you cast. So, it actually doesn't work with... Channel, unfortunately. So, I don't need to scry here. That's okay. Mindlink Mech is pretty good with Puzzle Maker, though, because you can copy it and get a good beater that also scries on tap. Oh, land draw there was good. So, I can attack with Hanada since I have the Moonsnare prototype. Because I don't think they don't have good blocks here, and they want to take it, which is good. So now we can go. I mean, Koi is the best use of mana, so that's probably the best one. Doesn't pump our automaton, but I think it's the best one. So they can scry and then draw 2. Still, I mean, still looking pretty good on the board here, so. And crew 3 on that mobilizer mech is not, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do either. Unfortunately, the puzzle maker can block Koi. But that's all right. Huh. Oh. Why did they... Why did they concede? Did they not mean to cast that, or... I don't know. All right. So what information did we get here? So Repel is not looking great. It can deal with Vector Glider, but they didn't show us any other 4 power things. Disruption Protocol too in there, huh? Okay. Whereas another prototype, probably don't need that. Arrest is still fine. All right. I guess we're good. Well, my opponent's not doing anything, but this always makes me nervous even when their timer's going down. I've had it where I feel like I've had it where I've been the one that's disconnected, and then the game just kind of like, you know, fools me into thinking it's my opponent. It like does the worst thing possible. Tells me my opponent's the one that's disconnected, and it's actually me. And I don't find out until I've already lost. But we'll see what happens. All right. Well, opponent disconnected for game 2, so maybe they had to go somewhere. That would explain why they abruptly disconnected after playing Guardians of Oboro. Let's just do... Oh, we got the victory. The deck was awesome. We had Mythic Dragon. We had Hanada, which we got to play one whole time. All right, pack one, pick one here. I would take Behold the Unspeakable. I love this card. It's just very good. Neat little package of positive beneficial effects. Pack one, pick one here. I would take Fade versus Preserver. I mean, Fade is pretty useful. Has a lot of targets. Surprisingly slow in this format. I don't know if that's true. I mean, it's okay taking Fade. Preserver is decent pick otherwise. Selfless Samurai is easy pick here. I love this card. One of the better ones. All right, pack one, pick one here. I would take, I suppose, the Merge Keeper. I don't love the Merge Keeper, but totally fine card. All right, pack one, pick one here. It's Hacker versus like Tanuki probably. Scrounger I like too, but it's probably one of these two. I guess the Hacker maybe. Kind of get free draw off of it. 1 mana ninjutsu's pretty slick. You can loot later off of it. I like the Tanuki a lot though too. All right, pack one, pick one here. I love Tempered in Solitude. That card's amazing. Definitely won many games off Tempered in Solitude. I'm trying to think if I love it enough where I would actually take it over Kami's Flare, but that seems pretty greedy. But this card does some serious work. This card wins games, especially in Samurais, which I like to play anyway. All right, fine, I'd go for it. I'd take the Tempered over the Kami's Flare. Seems a little, maybe a little greedy, but the card has really just impressed me a lot. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.